Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I'm up pretty early. I want to pull some cards and see what comes out for us today. So I hope the reading resonates with you all. Alright, so we got 10 of Wands. I feel like this is depicting a situation or an environment has become burdensome. This isn't depicting a person. So that's why I'm picking up on that being in an environment or a situation. That just came around out. Then we got sabotage is at play though. Behind the scenes, sabotage is at play. So a situation is burdensome because sabotage is at play. Now that's too much. Alright. So overall energy is 10 of Wands. Behind the scenes, 7 of Balloons, which is 7 of Swords. Sabotage is at play. Then we have Manifest, Alchemize, Conjure. What's positive about all of this? And then the low vibrational energy is 6 of Swords. Moving on, transition, and departure. So I feel like someone is in this burdensome environment or situation and circumstance, and what they don't know is they're manifesting and conjuring and alchemizing the energy, but there is people behind the scenes that is doing this sabotage and making this situation burdensome because they want you to move on. They want you to walk away from a situation. They don't want you to keep working at it. They don't want you to keep showing up. They don't want you to have control of your mind. I'm also getting that I'm also getting this as a storyline. You can be somebody that's showing up and let me use this image. You're in this situation, you're in this environment. And these are the people that's in the environment as well. You see how this person look? They're clearly and obviously a clown. You may have, this outfit on. And, it may be a wig or it may not be a wig. But let's just say this your real hair, and your hair is pink, and this is their hair, and they have pink too, but it don't even look like your hair. They got this makeup on, and this is what they makeup on. This is what they makeup look like. It's not a perfect shade. They over blushed, lips overdrawn. You know, lip color don't even match. Their clothes ain't fitting. It's all droopy. It's not fitting to their body. But here you is, you showing up. You got your accessories that match your outfit. Your makeup done right. You got the foundation that match your skin tone. Highlight popping. Lips, they ain't overlined, but you got a color that matches your complexion. You just look. I'm not gonna say that you look like you belong in that environment, but you don't look clownish. You don't look foolish. You don't look overdone. And I feel like your work is speaking louder than your look. So people could look at you, but by your representation, by your orientation, by your silhouette, by your image, they can't even tell what you got in your mind. They don't know your mindset. They don't know what you're thinking about. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know what's pushing you forward. They don't know that. But you can clearly see that they don't know what they're doing. Because it's written all over them. They trying too hard. And see, you look like you don't even... You look like I'm getting Dee Dee, Dexter Laboratories sister. Ooh, what this button do? Like you come off very ditzy. And it could be, I'm just gonna say this because I'm a blonde, so it ain't gonna be offensive to me. You're giving very dumb blonde energy. But in actuality, bitch, you're a motherfucking magician. You're alchemizing this. You know what to do. But in order for you to discover what it is that this environment has to offer, you have to be willing to put yourself in this energy. This also look like an environment that's like very slum, very rural. What's the word? Rural. It just looks like it's just been towed down. It ain't been renovated. It's been standing for years. But it could be cosmetic. This could just be the outside structure, worn, torn out. But if they was to inspect this, you don't know what the inside look like. We just only know what it looked like on the outside and the representation of what it's given. But on the inside, you can actually be able to turn this thing around. You understand what I'm saying? It's also giving the energy of don't judge a book by its cover. I don't know why, but I also hear my mama in my head saying, she used to say this all the time. Making yourself be presentable and look a certain way, it makes people perceive you a certain way. But they don't know who you are until you open your mouth. She used to say that all the time. She used to be like, people don't care about, people don't really care about what you look like. They only care about what you say and how you can make them feel. And if it makes sense. Nobody don't want to look at, nobody don't want to listen to a pretty dummy. Because it don't matter what you look like, you still a fucking dummy. And then they're going to just look at you like, oh, you look good, but you don't have anything to offer. You're an airhead. Hence, the 7 of balloons. These people that's sabotaging you, they think that you're an airhead. They don't know that you have the ability to alchemize the situation. And I'm also getting the fact that they feel like you're going to be this person that's going to be like, oh, I'm too cute for this. So you'll walk away. But it's not just the fact of, oh, I'm too cute for this. They don't want you to see your value. So since this is the low vibrational energy, they don't expect for you. Well, they are expecting for you to walk away, but you don't walk away. Because in the low vibrational energy, it will look like this. Not walking away. It would be basically like the hangman energy. But you still stay. That's the thing. And that could be some sort of that could be the plan. The plan could be for you to not walk away. It's not the fact that you're not walking away. The fact that you're not walking away is what is making you look like this. Or this is what the environment is ultimately going to turn you into by having you not walk away. I hope that makes sense. But that's the overall story. So let's see what comes out. So we got 8 of Cups, emotional abandonment, walking away, leaving, the courage to move on. So I feel like this is talking about you feeling emotionally depleted. This environment makes you feel like this. And you're having the courage to walk away. Like being in that environment, that's what it make you feel like. It make you feel like, oh, I should just leave this. But again, like we said, sabotage is at play. They want you to feel like that. That environment is created to make you feel like that. And although that's what you're feeling like I said, this current energy, you haven't moved. Remind you that this is what you're looking like. You haven't walked away. Somebody is manipulating the situation. And this could be an emperor. Someone who's in control. A powerful and decisive figure. So they make all the decisions. They make all the rules. They say what goes on. And this could be a boss. It could be a job. It can be a parent. It can be the laws in your community. It can be fucking, I don't know. Take how it applies. Put it however you want it to put it. But they sabotage you. Child, we got, baby, this is confirmation. Magician. So again, you manifesting, conjuring from nothing. You alchemizing the situation. They manipulated, you manipulated. They thinking they pulling some strings, but baby, you pulling some strings too. Oh shit. What's the low vibrational energy? That's the truth. So I feel like low vibrationally, they're keeping you stuck with these lies. Cause see, again, keep in mind this the low vibrational energy. So on the high vibrational end, the Ace of Swords would be clarity. You would have a breakthrough. The situation would be insightful. It'll be a powerful conversation that brings clarity and a new beginning. So them manipulating, their manipulation is they trying to tell you lies. The foundation is built on lies, basically. The building already looked like it's crumbling. And see, you're judging it by, like I said, this energy is also given like, don't judge a book by its cover. But it's like you looking at it like, this ain't really valuable. But again, that could be the point of them lying to you. I'm also getting this energy of somebody want you to fucking want to trick you out your seat. They want you to walk away. They want you to walk away. But the fact that you're not walking away, they supposed to be telling you the truth. I feel like if they was telling you the truth about this, you would be walking away. But by them not telling you the truth, you're not walking away. They're controlling the situation. But in the sense of them controlling the situation, they're playing mind games. This is what their manipulation looks like. But see, I also get that you are intuitive. So by you feeling emotional abandonment, you're feeling this energy of, I should just walk away. I should just leave. But I don't think you're actually saying it though. And I also feel like that's what's pushing somebody's buttons. The fact that you can alchemize your emotions. You can feel like you want to walk away, but the fact that you're not walking away and you're actually really staying, you're actually in control of your own emotions, and you're able to conjure up the truth within yourself. Because I feel like you're honest with yourself first before you're honest with anybody outside of you. That's how they can't sabotage you, because you already see it. You already see that they try to unplug you, and you just pressing the button like, what does this do? Why is this? Why isn't this working? And they want you to think that it's you, but you're like, mm-mm. If I was emotionally insecure, if I was emotionally insecure, and if I didn't control my emotions, then I wouldn't be able to make it work. I wouldn't be able to see clearly. Because again, this is low vibrational energy. I wouldn't be able to make a breakthrough. I wouldn't have the insight that I need. I wouldn't be clear about wherever this is that I'm going. See? Because they want you to be burdened. This environment, these people, these places, these things, this situation, this circumstance, this condition wants you to feel burdened. Five of Swords, conflict, bitterness, isolation. Their reign is a bitter prize. So again, I felt like I said, this could be a relationship. I don't know. You have to take it how it applies. This could be a job. You can be working this thing and they feel like they in the driver's seat. But you can be like, drive. I don't drive. I have a driver. That's your job. You do that. I don't do that. See what I'm saying? And he could be bitter at her for, you never drive. You ain't driving. Blah blah blah. And she could be bitter like, you don't never show up on time. You know, that's that bitterness. And then wanting you to walk away, or him wanting you to get your own stuff so you can be isolated, or or you know, take it how it applies. But I'm just picking up on what I'm seeing. Because this card is, let me see, Five of Swords, conflict, bitterness, isolation. This card is the image wise. Is these two dating each other. They've been together for a few years. They went to this party. She seen this guy that she used to date. He went with her. She seen the guy that she used to date. He seen him talking to her. He didn't like that. But he was like, he in this jealous energy. And so he started making up this whole story about how he had to leave, or they needed to go, or whatever, just so they can leave the party. She didn't want to leave, but he is her way back to the house. Because again, like I said, drive. I don't drive. Thank you. So he made her leave the party early. She didn't want to leave. But since she didn't have a way back home, he was her way home. She just went with it. But ultimately, she understand why he did what he did. Because he jealous. Instead of just saying that, I don't like you talking to that guy, or instead of just him having the attitude of, Yeah, that guy still got feelings for my girl, but I'm with her. We done been together for years or whatever. I trust you. You know, instead of him being secure, he wanted to sabotage the situation. And she could be burdened by this. She could be burdened by it. But again, she know how to manifest it. She know how to make a way out of no way. She know how to make the situation work for her. At the bottom of at the bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups, choices, illusion, pros and cons. Many choices, little clarity. See, that's the situation. You know, walking away, she felt like if she would have walked away, then she wouldn't have no way home. But he was still gonna chase her anyway. And they both have choices. And this was the whole situation is an illusion anyway. It's not real. It's based upon emotions. Like, oh, your emotions is what's sabotaging this whole damn thing. Your perception, your emotions is. This is also what I'm getting. The emotions is controlling the perception of reality. So this is also why you don't judge a book by its cover. You don't judge a book by how it look, because you don't know what's going on the inside. And also, what I'm getting from this is don't let your emotions control your perception of reality. Go and get clarity through conversation, but also use your discernment, because some people could be manifesting and being manipulative with their words, trying to control you to keep you from moving on and transitioning and walking away if you do want to. Don't let it get to a point to where it becomes extremely burdensome and you look wore down and told be outside walking in the rain, honey. And you good Brazilian getting soaked out there in the rain. You just paid $200 for the sew in, honey, and you walking out here in this rain, honey. What you got going on? Makeup dripping. You just sat in the mirror for 2 hours to paint your face or whatever. Ruined this good fabric, honey. This dry clean on it, honey, and you out in the rain. What you got going on? He ruining his good shoes in the water. You know, that kind of vibe. That's vanity. It's for the appearances, but at the same time, like, you see how that water can ruin something that you perceive as being like precious and valuable. That's what I'm trying to. That's the narrative I'm trying to paint here. So that's the reading. I hope that was, you know, something you can get from out of that. That was pretty good. Hit that thumbs up for me. And I'll see y'all in the next one.